Alright guys, welcome back to Knucklehead Garage. In today's video, we're going to be taking care of suspension problems in this 2005 Chevy Cavalier rear struts. Alright, so here is one of them. Okay, there is your part number. It's a long one, LS53-90512B. Made in good old genuine China. Now I got to figure out which side is which, because I can't remember, unless they're the same part number, which they could be. LS5390. Well, I'll be doggone if it ain't. I figured they would be different. Okay then. So tools you're going to need: 18mm socket. I got a extendable ratchet here. 10mm, a 12, and then the new strut comes with 2 new bolts, and there's 3 that hold it on at the top. I got one in already. There's one on the inside of the car. You got to go through the trunk, and then these 2 go on the outside straight up. So get it jacked up, get it on the good brand jack stands and jack. 2 10s right there, one right there, and one right there, and then like I said, the other one's on the inside of the trunk. Don't pay attention to any of this right here because I'm doing something else to the car with brakes. But the nut right here is a 18, 2 10s. Go ahead and go through the trunk side. And yeah, right here it is. That looks to be like maybe another 12. And don't pay attention to any of this right here because I've had some leaks. And if you pay attention to my little short uploads on my channel, you'll realize what this is all about and why the whole entire carpet's out of the trunk. But that is not a 12, that's a 13. I did go ahead and soak everything down with PB Blaster beforehand because this car does have a little bit of rust, but not bad enough to where I'm worried. That nut should come right out. I am going to put anti-seize back on it before it goes back in, just because got a lot of rust on that bolt. A lot of rust. Yeah, that definitely needs some anti-seize before that goes back in. Alright. Let's see if this will break them out. If they break off, I really don't care because it comes with new bolts. There we go. There's one. There's 2. Now, the whole thing should fall down and come right out. It's loose, but the suspension here has got to come down. I need 2 hands for that. Alright, back underneath, take a crowbar, put it underneath this opening lip here, pry down. As you come down, it's going to release that one threaded stud out of the car. And once I do that, I can pick it up, pick the bottom part out of here with the crowbar, and she'll fall right out. Just like so. Now it's out. And it's got to pry it over here. Alright. See how it has that funny shaped? That's only going to go in one way. Alright, before you go shoving the new one in, something I'm going to do is transfer this boot to this one. Just kind of take this, rip this out of the way. Take this boot out. It might be, 30 some plus years old. Look at the rust on that sucker. Boy, that's gone. Anyway, and transfer that one over to this one if possible. And then, yep, just like that. Of course, I could have done this with it in the car, but I'd rather do it now so I can actually get my hands in there on it. Alright, a lot of fighting, wiggling, and going on, trying to get that to go in off camera. I don't have a camera tripod at the moment with me, so this is what you get. The stud's in there. I gotta go inside and put the nut on. And prod the suspension downward on this side. Got it at least into where it should kind of go. Go inside and put this on so it doesn't fall back out at the top. Alright, so what you got to do is pry this down, and then take this. Actually needs to be, there we go, just actually just like that. And yeah, I'll take that, especially out of all the headache I've been dealing with on the rest of the things I've done with this car. Yeah, I'll take that. So I'll screw that back in, and then take the 2 bolts and put those in at the top. Alright, so even though it came with new bolts, I'm going to use the original ones that went with it. There's nothing wrong with them. It's a 10 mil, and it has this tapered end, so that way you don't cross thread it or screw up the threads on this or the part in the car. So that way it finds its way and then goes in. Then you can screw it in, because these are more likely they're going to strip, and I can use them for something else. So, and that's what I did. And there's only one end, so the strut kind of needs to turn this way just a bit after you get that in. That bolt is not tightened down, it's just in and kind of tightened in just a bit. There's no need to torque that down yet until this up here is all finished. But it does need to turn that way to the back of the car, clockwise. No, actually it's counterclockwise. Anyway, to get that in, and just like that, it's done. Alright, look on the inside. Are you kidding? They changed the nut size. Yep, so it's a 12 and not a 13 anymore. Come back down underneath, tighten this up. And that should be tight enough. Just like that. Got brand new rear struts for the old Cavalier. Can't wipe my fingerprints off of there. Yeah, I know. It's going to be dirty. It's going to get nasty, but, you know, OCD a little bit. At least I can let it look shiny for just a minute. So don't be hating, because eventually with all the roads around here, they're going to get pretty nasty, but hopefully not muddy. I went ahead and knocked out the other side. You can tell it's leaking, or was leaking, by the way it is. So yeah, this side was completely shot. It was worse, but the other side squeaked, and this side just pissed fluid everywhere. I guess that's going to wrap this video up for you. This is how you replace your struts on this particular 2005 Chevy Cavalier. So if you got leaky or squeaky struts, why not just replace them yourself? And if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment below, let me know what you think, and as always, I will catch you in the next one later. Hope this helps out. By the way, just thought I'd throw this at the end of the video. These are the original struts from 2005. This thing has never had struts put on it. So same thing with the front. When I replaced the front struts in this car, it's the original. Radiator hoses, etc. is all original, and this thing has 334,000 miles. Just thought I'd let you know that.